Hello there, Harry Copley again, aka Crazy Harry, harrycopeland.com, and copelandprobatesolutions.com. Harry Copeland LLC can be found on Facebook. My niche is probate with a concentration on real estate. After a loved one passes, you may discover that they were hoarders. Lots of times people don't realize that they are hoarders, but 5% of the U.S. population 5% of the U.S. population are hoarders. Cleaning up after a hoarder can be a real problem for family members. When a husband or wife passes and the remaining spouse lives in the home alone, hoarding can occur quickly. A few items here and a few items there. They say, oh, it's my collection, I'm going to leave it for you. But all of a sudden the collection turns into a hoarding problem. The symptoms of hoarding are extreme clutter, messiness, and maybe just plain filth. When you see the end result, it is sometimes it's classified as a mental disorder. It is an issue when the hoarding impacts the overall mental health, physical health, and living conditions. Hoarders will stop inviting you to their homes, and if you do go over, you will see such a mess the relative is having a hard time doing everyday tasks. There will be a collection of items that have turned into a filthy mess. The hoarder will refuse to give things away. They will place monetary value on the other things that people don't want, saying they need to be clean, and once they're clean, they'll be able to be sold. We have a relative that her entire living room is full of old clothes from the 60s and the 70s, all on racks just waiting for her to have a garage sale. But she's in a walker and she can't have a garage sale, and she won't let us hold a garage sale for her because she said the items are very expensive, even though they're old and yellow, and maybe someday she will need them. Hoarders usually develop because of some fear or a natural disaster that's happened in their life. The National Alliance of Mental Illness says 1 in 4 people with OCD are hoarders, and 50% of hoarders come from hoarder families. Many senior citizens are hoarders as they are socially isolated. Seniors between the ages of 55 and 94 are 1/3 more likely to become hoarders. 5% of the worldwide population are hoarders. Most common hoarding items are junk mail, flyers, leaflets, newspapers, magazines, books, bills, clothing, and household supplies. If a person is a prepper, they will be hoarding bottled water and canned goods. A prepper is someone who is preparing for the end of the world. There are also animal hoarders and animal care product hoarders. Usually because of large numbers of animals, the animals are not cared for properly as the hoarders struggle to pay for vet bills and food. It's a bad environment for the animals and for the hoarder. A house full of animals attracts rats, maggots, and flies, creating a cycle of filth. After the hoarder dies or is moved to a retirement home, the relatives must step in, clean up the home, or hire a professional to remove all the trash and clean the house. It is very difficult to sell a home until it is cleaned up and repaired, usually painting walls, repairing flooring, and removing the horrible smells that are left behind by a hoarder. A trash out company can be a big help. They will remove the unwanted items. Paper products will be shredded. Electrical items will be recycled. Hazardous waste and old prescriptions will be properly destroyed. The trash out company will try to limit the amount of waste going to landfills. All homes in probate are not hoarder homes, but many are, and you will have your hands full trying to straighten things out. If a hoarding problem is minimum, you may be able to use an estate company to sell most of the unwanted items. Getting the home livable order is job one, so you can put the home up for sale through a realtor or a sale to an investor for a discounted price. Be prepared for the worst and good luck. And remember, if you want a free market evaluation of your home or a home you might have inherited, email or text us with no obligation market analysis. Just give us the address, No phone numbers required. No phone numbers required, and we will provide you with a no-hassle evaluation. Quality service and innovation in all things real estate. And remember, don't give up the dream.